Welcome to Voices from the Bench, a dental laboratory podcast. Send us an email at info@voicesfromthebench.com or look for us on Facebook at Voices from the Bench. Greetings and welcome to episode 214 of Voices from the Bench. My name is Elvis.
And my name is Barbara. Again. For the 214th time.
What's happening, Barb? How are you?
I'm good.
So, you drove back early morning from the ACDC convention. How was it?
For the AACD convention was freaking fantastic.
Yeah?
A lot of doctors, very full event, no masks, great parties, great dinners. It was fantastic. I pumped up. I love those meetings.
Yeah? Were they up to like pre-pandemic levels?
Pretty darn close. I mean, they had the opening event at 8 a.m. was full, and there were 3 big, huge conference rooms, and it was full. So
really?
I'll send you some pictures.
Yeah.
A lot of dentists. Everybody was there. Everybody was in good spirits. It's been 3 years since they had one.
Has it really?
So,
wow.
It's great.
So did you go on stage? Were you doing anything or just attending?
No, I just attend. It's mainly a doctor's meeting. There are some accredited technicians and labs and things like that, but the majority of the attendees were doctors. Yeah. So I just, go to class. I went to a Kois class and Jason Olitsky and Nos class and, had just a really nice time.
Did you learn anything?
Not really. Not really. But
nothing that you didn't already know.
I learned that I love my industry and the doctors are really cool. So,
that's something.
Sure enough is. What's happening with you?
Not much. I was up in the Chicago area this week visiting some labs. Everybody's busy. I imagine you're busy too.
Yes. We are.
Everyone's busy. It's a great time to be in the industry.
Yep. Know it.
So this week, Barb, we're staying international.
Good for us.
I know. We need to get passports or something. We're talking to so many people in different countries. And if there's one thing the world of online dental technicians groups has taught us, is that anyone can meet anyone all over the world. And this is exactly where I met the very funny Sandra Puurits.
Yes.
Puurits.
Nice.
Sandra is a removable technician that was born in Estonia, but is now living and working in Finland. Now, disclaimer.
Yes, disclaimer.
Sandra,
beep, 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 beep.
Sandra doesn't sugarcoat anything. She tells it exactly as it is. It's pretty refreshing, but it's also hilarious.
She puts me to shame, everybody, just saying.
Yes.
With the bleeps.
It's pretty intense. So hold on to your benches as she talks about getting into removables, the schooling and the type of education in Estonia, the state of continuing education and trade shows in Finland, and of course, because why not, we also talk about archery.
Oh yeah.
So join us as we chat with Sandra Puurits. Whitmix introduces VeriGuide OS, a Class 1 CE certified resin material developed for the production of high-precision surgical guides for use in dental implant surgery.
The new material is formulated for 3D printing systems, meaning the DLP, SLA, and LCD at both 385 nanometers and 405 nanometers.
VeriGuide OS has been successfully tested for biocompatibility and meets all mechanical property requirements. The resin features an easy post-processing method and produces highly accurate surgical guides with a high-quality surface.
Sleeves may be inserted directly after printing with excellent fit. Material can also be sterilized by autoclave, steam, ethylene oxide, or gamma rays without affecting the dimensional stability, physical properties, and biocompatibility.
For more information about VeriGuide OS, visit Whitmix.com or call 1-800-626-5651. And as always, we appreciate your support of the podcast, Whitmix. Voices from the Bench. The interview. What is your last name? Puurits?
Puurits.
Puurits?
Puurits.
Puurits.
Sounds fine.
Okay, good.
We'll go with that. Jyväskylä was a bit better, but
Well, yeah, I'll see what I can do here.
Yeah.
We are excited to welcome to the podcast our first guest ever from, and I think I get this right, you live in Estonia and work in Finland?
I don't live in Estonia anymore.
Oh.
I live and work in Finland.
In Finland. So still, our very first guest from Finland. We welcome
Awesome.
Sandra Puurits.
Something like that.
There's a lot of practice. Well, why don't you say it, and let's let everyone hear it.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Sandra Puurits.
Puurits. Is there a lot of
that's
in the Finland language?
No, it's an Estonian name.
Oh, okay.
Finns have problems with this also. I've gotten quite many quite exciting names. Having X's and C's there and stuff like that.
I bet
you it's pronounced about 20 different ways no matter where you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was married, I had like my surname and a Finnish surname after that, so I just started using the Finnish one.
Gotcha.
It was much easier.
So, Sandra, let's talk about you and how you got into this industry.
I graduated School of Woodworking. Maybe carpentry is the right word.
Yeah. Making
chairs and tables and stuff like that. Totally pointless. Haven't used it one bit. But yeah, I was working in a theater for a few months.
Like a movie theater, or
no, a theater
like
where people play.
Yeah, okay.
Have
like acting.
Yeah.
Broadway,
Broadway,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was working there as a carpenter for a while, and then I got laid off because the city didn't want to keep me. And then I found this job, and they wanted to, there was like, you're a lab assistant, and you drive around with the works here and there.
Oh.
Pick it up and bring them there.
Ah, the driver start. Nice.
And then they wanted, handwritten this whole application. And I tried to train my, I don't know, it's like this really nice handwriting thing. You have this special pen and ink.
Oh, calligraphy?
Oh, calligraphy?
Yeah,
calligraphy.
yeah. I practiced that for 4 days. And then I was like, it took me like 5 times. I had to start over again because I made some mistakes and, can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
And it really looks like it's not handwritten. It looks. I tried to be really, good at it. And I thought that, well, if I won't get this job, I'm going to be fucking pissed. And I got it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank God.
So what brought you into carpentry? So woodworking? So you must have been artistic, or you like that?
Well, I studied in an art school in Estonia, and then I did my work practice here in Finland for a few months. And in this school, I then went and I played around with wood and metal there, and I kind of found it interesting, and I had no idea what I'm going to do after this art school. So, just moved to Finland and didn't speak a word of Finnish and moved in with a random guy. Well, it wasn't a random guy,
I like how you have to restate that.
Yeah.
Random guy.
Now, we got married at some point and stuff, so it was love that brought me to Finland, I guess.
Did you ever make anything? Like a chair, a dresser?
Yeah, I made loads of stuff.
Yeah? Anything you still own?
Well, I moved at the beginning of the year, so I had to give away a lot of stuff because it's a smaller apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I have a few tables and chairs.
There you go. Nice.
I try to always make it as difficult as possible because why not?
Difficult to make or difficult to use?
To make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dental technician to me.
Because obviously if you make a chair, it is hard to use. How can you make a chair that it's hard to use?
I don't know.
What kind of chair is it? A special chair.
Very small space for I don't know.
That's actually pretty funny, Elvis. In the first 5 minutes, we've said the F word and the S word. I love it. So you said you found a job in dental, but how did you find a job in dental? Where'd you go from there?
Well, the thing is, I was driving around and doing, this. I made the molds. Is it plaster in ink?
Yeah, you're in the model room.
Yeah, doing those things. And as it happens to be, I usually get into accidents a lot. And it's like I've been in the field for 8 years, and I've had 4 surgeries during this time. So I had been like a month there, and then I was mountain biking or downhill biking in the forest,
Yeah.
down the hill. And then I broke my right hand, and then I went to surgery. Then I went back there, and I was still driving around and doing the basic stuff. And then turned out that this one ligament in my thumb was also broken from that accident, so I had to go to get another surgery.
Oh.
Jeez.
It took maybe half a year, and then I went to the second surgery. And then when I went back, my boss had taken a new girl driving there, and then he didn't even say anything to me. I just sat down and started doing, custom trays and repairs and realignments and stuff like that.
So you just rolled into it, picked it up, and started going for it?
Basically, yeah. I had this co-worker just showing me a bit, and then I just started doing those things. And there I was making night guards and simple orthodontics and, trays and stuff like that for a few years.
So how big was this lab? Was there... I don't know how big labs are in Finland.
Well, I don't know. Also, can you, Elvis, say the name of the city I live in? Our town, sorry.
Can I say it?
Yes?
I don't know. What is it? Probably not.
Can't you remember?
Oh, gosh. No.
I tried it one. Okay, Jyväskylä.
Yeah, I do. What?
Jyväskylä.
Jyväskylä.
Yeah.
Jyväskylä. I do remember trying that.
Yeah.
The pains have come back.
So there's like, I guess right now 4 or 5 labs maybe.
Yeah.
And then there are some denturists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a few of those also. But I have no idea, is it a big lab or a small lab? I know there are a lot of labs in Helsinki and Turku where the schools are. And they are the bigger cities anyway, so I have no idea how big they are.
Yeah, I imagine they're a bigger lab.
Yeah, because this lab where I'm right now, it's only me.
Yep.
And my boss, the boss man. And the first one, there was maybe 8 of us.
Okay.
9.
That's still a decent size removable.
Size. Yeah.
But the first one, they had removables and what's the word?
Fixed. Yep.
Yeah, they had the both ones. And we have it right now. Also, my boss does some, bridges and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And crowns, but not that much.
So you started custom trays, bite blocks.
Yeah.
Night guards, all that kind of thing. Who taught you to set teeth?
No one.
No one? Wow.
No one. It's like, there my boss, one point, just like, if you want, you can try. And he gave me like full upper, lower, and said, just do it. And I was just like, okay. And then he fixed it a bit, and that was it. And then I started to do, there was a tooth missing in a prosthetics, then I would add them. And
so you were pretty much self-taught, but you had a mentor that was kind of tweaking and showing you what to do. Because I'm looking at your Instagram page, and your work's amazing, but I've never heard that somebody could actually be self-taught to be this awesome. So did you have any other courses or anything that you went to along the way?
Well, thanks for first. I went to this, it's like an apprenticeship thing that you're working somewhere and you have to go to the school like few weeks here and there. It's really easy to say. Mm-hmm. It's like you're gonna get the papers you need to, for example, if you want to change the place where you work, so you have the right papers.
So you went there. What'd you learn?
Nothing, because I already knew everything when I went there.
So this is kind of a waste of my time, but thank you very much for the papers. See ya. But
the teachers were really cool because they realized that I know everything about it already, because it's like, I really love the whole field, and that's why I've been super excited and interested in doing everything and trying. So I've seen people who are like making custom trays day in and day out, and they have no motivation, to go, do something else.
Move forward.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad that I changed the labs, because if I would have stayed there, I would still be making night guards and orthodontics and stuff like that.
So how did you know when you wanted to change labs? You were just like, all right, I'm going to move on. And how did you find this lab?
Well, it was, I had a co-worker who went there first. And then it's like, I was then in my early 20s, was afraid to say anything and stand on my ground.
Yeah.
So it was like, if I would go work there now, I think
You'd
I
be
would.
a badass.
Yeah. Because at that point, it's so easy, it's just like, I'm a big, big girl in a big, big world. It's not a big, big thing if you don't give me a fucking raise. So basically, it is like I was doing everything and staying over, making overtime and stuff like that. And, it's like you don't have the proper papers, so you're not going to get a raise. So, well, it's like I was going through my divorce then. And then my dad had an accident and stuff like that. Then he was in a coma, and I was in a really, really bad place. And I just felt that I just need to get out of there.
Yeah, for your own mental well-being,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. For example, now I would manage there, but it's like my personal life was so f***ed up. I just needed to, change everything at that point. And then my ex-coworker was there, and she was like, she got pregnant. Oh, fell pregnant, was it? Yes. Fell pregnant.
Everybody falls pregnant in
Yeah.
this industry.
Yeah. And then she was like, she told her boss that, yeah, I have this awesome girl. Oh, woman. Sorry, I'm a woman. I'm no girl. That if he's interested, that at first I just went there just for the time she was gonna stay at home with the kids.
Wow.
Then I guess he liked what I did, and then I stayed even after my coworker came back from the maternity leave.
So, quick question: when you said the previous place didn't give you a raise because you didn't have the papers, what does that mean? Is that the course that you took after the fact?
It's like this vocational school.
Ah.
Where you get, the lower degree. And then there is like this, is it college polytechnic? Something.
Mm-hmm.
A bit like the same like university.
Sure.
But it's like more like this vocational school. It's like we have this vocational school in Helsinki, and it's this basically you study the same that you would study in the university, let's say, for the first year. So my next step is I'm gonna try to get into that. Is it? I don't know. Is it college or university or whatever?
Yeah, it's all the same. I'm following you. Is it a degree or is it like a license? Like, do you have to have this?
Yeah, it depends what work you do. It's like if the city orders some work that the government is gonna pay, then you'll need to have a technician do it.
That has this degree or license.
Yeah. Okay. And if you need to get a license when you have a technician paper like from other countries, or you want to start your own lab, then you need to have this license. But that's just formal.
Yeah. And you have it, right?
Mm-mm.
No, you have the degree, but not the license?
I have the lower degree, the vocational school.
Okay, I get you.
Degree.
I get
you. The one she said she didn't learn anything from that one,
right? Yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
And you can go there. I did it like an apprenticeship, but you can go to the vocational school and you just you start from the basics and you're every day in school. But I have not got time for that.
So you would work and they would take that as credit?
Yeah. It's like you go to the school and they tell you how to, for example, make custom trays, and then you go to the place you're doing your apprenticeship, and then you just work there and do it, and just, your boss gives you some grades and stuff like that.
Very cool.
And there were like tests, go there, you get some cases and you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
At first when I went there, it was like custom trays and bite blocks and stuff like that. And then you had a week time. And I was like, I don't have time. So I made all those in 5 hours. Because it was in Helsinki and I didn't want to stay overnight.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds awesome. Sounds like you're well on your way. And now you're saying you do want to go to the university?
Yeah, because I want my own lab.
Ah.
There you go.
How long? Is that like a 2-year program, 2 or 3?
3.5.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah. But I can get the first one, like, I think I have to pay a bit.
Yeah.
So, I can use this apprenticeship points or something like that.
Oh, that's cool. So you can convert that over to like hours and put you
Yeah,
on the fast
exactly.
track, if you
Yeah,
will?
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's like I hate COVID, but thank God because now they can see that you can do so much at home. You don't have to go there because it is like 4 hour drive there from
Oh,
where
to
I
the
live.
school. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you can do a lot of it online.
yeah, because I want to stay working, and I have loads of animals, so I just can't go there for a few weeks.
I was looking at your animals. So how many animals do you have? I know we got to go off, but animals, Elvis and I love them. So I was just curious. I saw a couple on your page.
Yeah, I have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
Elvis has like 20
I
dogs,
don't
and I
have
have
20
3
dogs.
cats. 6?
5.
5.
Pound for pound, Sandra has more.
Might be, yeah, but 5 is a lovely number.
Yeah.
I would have more animals if I weren't sane. So, yeah. No. I have had relationship issues because of amount of animals. So I'm gonna, keep it on 4.
Yeah, and they weren't the right one, just saying. Yeah. You got to boot the relationship and not the animals.
Yeah. But there's my hairy family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's every day. It's like first thing in the morning, I'll take the dogs out, then go to work, and now I moved a bit far from work, so that's nice because I can't stay too long at work. So I have to, my
Get
boss,
home to the animals.
yeah, he can't expect me to, stay there too long. Although it's been busy because there's only the 2 of us.
That's what I was about to ask. The lab you're at now, it's only you and the owner.
Yeah.
And it's all removable only, right?
He makes a bit fixed stuff.
Oh, he does.
But mostly removables, yeah. I make all the full dentures and partials and cast partials. And now we have few night guards here and there. And then I make all the custom trays and bite blocks and everything.
I was going to say, what's left?
My insanity.
Yeah, so take us through a day. So you get in there, what time do you start? What time do you finish? And like, what does your day look like? Like, are you super fast? Can you do a lot of setups and a lot of custom trays, or?
I am fast.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid, I know, but it's like many have said to me that I am fast, but it's usually it's like if the hardest part of a work is over, then I'm like bored. I don't want to finish it. It bores me. It's like when I cast a frame,
mm-hmm.
and then I have to get it to sit on a mold. Is it mold?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the fun part, you have to check it. Is it perfect and everything, and how well does it go on, and check everything, and then when you have to polish it to make it smooth,
mm-hmm.
that's like somebody else could do it.
You want somebody to do the finish work for you. I get it.
I have this dream that when I have my lab, then I'm gonna take an apprentice, and then I'm gonna teach him or her or them or they, or how is it nowadays, to do everything like I want it to be, because I'm this thing.
Yeah, I would too, though, just saying. There you go.
Because right now it's like it is really hard to make all the trays and stuff, because it takes time. It doesn't take that much time, but if you have to do it like 5 of them, then it pisses me off. And there is a certain way this lab does these things. I would make them differently, and it wouldn't be so time consuming, but it's like it's not my thing to say. I'm just gonna do as I'm told in certain things.
So do you wax them all, or are you guys designing and printing any of them and then casting them? How do you handle that?
I wax everything. I do all the wax works. We have this CAD cam there. My boss bought it, but he doesn't have anyone working on it. And I was like, ma'am, could I please? Maybe I could, I've been playing around with some 3D programs, and as much as I've seen, it's like quite the same.
Yeah.
And there are the glitches and errors there that, but the program is so old already. No one's been using it. So I guess he doesn't want me to use it, because who the hell is going to do all the other work?
So do you know what program it is?
Was it CAD cam?
Yeah, is it 3Shape, ExoCAD, Dental
3Shape.
Wings? 3Shape, okay.
3Shape, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this one lab they stopped at some point, and then they sold everything. So my boss bought quite a lot of stuff from there. But yeah, it's just standing there in the corner. No one's using it.
Yeah. You do all the setups. So how
Yeah.
many do you usually do in a day?
It's so different every day. I can't really. I don't know. Maybe, well, today I made 3 setups.
Okay.
And then I cast 2 frames. And then I finished 1 frame. And then I finished few upper prosthetics like partials. And then I put 1, boiling. So I don't know how many I could do per day. It's like I do everything. So I have so many different works by hand.
It's hard to do that many setups if you have that many custom trays and everything else to do.
It's like at some point, it's like I have to reboot my brain because it's like I have so many different things going on at the same time. So I have to think that I'm going to go put that in the oven and then I have time to do this and that. I kind of like it.
Sure.
And it's like I can see how it is if I'm having my own lab and it starts like this. What I'm doing now, basically.
I bet your days go by real quick. Okay.
Could go quicker.
You're not out making deliveries still, are you?
Out making deliveries? What does that mean?
Oh, you're not out picking up work and delivering?
No, thank God, no.
Those days are past, huh?
Yeah, we have a secretary for that right now. And I love her. She's so
Yeah.
I want to take her as my apprentice. I think so.
Oh, does she show interest in...
Yeah.
Yeah?
She started like a month ago or a bit more. So she's quite new also. And it's been really nice, teaching her because she makes the bills and writes everything down on the computer. So it has been quite hard for her.
Yeah, it's a great way to learn.
Yeah. And I told her that I'm going to hire her when I'm rich and famous.
Okay. Sit quietly and wait.
Yeah. Because I think I have like 8 or 9 doctors that are going to anyways order from me.
Yeah?
I think they like my work.
It's a great way to start. I'm curious, what type of teeth do you use in Finland?
I know many use Vita.
Oh, Vita. Okay, yeah.
And then we use, how is it in English? Vivodent.
Vita Vondent? I don't know.
Vivodent.
Vivodent, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, Vivodent. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we use those.
Yeah, excellent. I didn't realize that they were there too.
Yeah. I love them. They have so much different shades and stuff. And then they changed from SP to SPE. And now they look disgusting. I don't like them at all.
What is SP and SPE? I'm not familiar.
It's like they changed the shades and characteristics and everything. It's like a new line.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But
that makes sense.
It's much uglier, I think. And now...
Nobody asked you.
Obviously. And now they have AD line that has Vita's shades and scales and stuff. And those are much nicer teeth now. So I don't know. Are we going to change to them? Or I would, but no one's asking me.
Yeah.
So how do you and your boss get along? So do you start early in the morning and he just basically sets your day up and you do your thing and he does Crown and Bridge?
Yeah, he does his things and I do my things. It's like, now it's been quite okay. We've gotten along quite okay. Now, well, obviously, because I'm the only one there, so...
Do you find that the more that you work, the faster you work? Like the stress kind of puts it on you and makes you just go?
Yeah, I hate when it's slow.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't like it at all. It's like I like the pressure. And my boss, for example, he can't handle pressure at all, although he's been working like 50 years.
Yeah.
He's 67 now.
Yeah, he's over it, right?
Yeah.
I feed on it, you feed on it, and they're kind of like, no, I'm good, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stressed anymore.
But he's like, It's cool because he's an old timer.
Yeah.
He knows all the little tricks and stuff like that, and I know dentists love him, although he can be a bit, how
Grumpy.
Yeah, grumpy, and in his own way. But he's he can be a nice guy also. So he ordered pizza on Friday, so I'm totally fine with everything right now. Don't need much.
Just a little pizza, some beer. It looks like you like beer. Am I right
do.
on that?
I
Chugging those suckers down.
Yeah. Listen.
Oh yeah, there you go. I've been known to drink Fireball and different things, so I definitely like the fact that you're a beer drinker. It's a beautiful thing. What time is it there?
It's 6:30, so it's fine. It's totally fine. It doesn't matter. It's Monday.
Yeah. I figured that. So it's late there already.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. I wish it was 6:15 here and I was cracking a beer.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's like we tried with Justin one time, if it would, video call and have a beer.
Yep.
So I tried to stay up as late as I could, and Justin was supposed to, be ready after work. And as it happens, he got home and fell asleep, and I was already fall asleep. I fell asleep at a few hours before we were supposed to meet. So it's hard to have this fucking time difference.
I imagine you and Justin together would be a dangerous thing.
I am planning we're coming to America next summer.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Where to, you think?
I don't know where Justin lives and Elvis lives. I'm just gonna go to their place. I'm not asking you, Elvis. I'm just telling you.
You're just gonna show up?
Yeah.
That's gonna go over real well.
Asking in the customs. So where are you going? I don't know.
Justin's house.
You have an address? No. You have a phone number? No.
So do you guys have any trade shows or anything that you go to? Where are you at? Finland?
Yeah.
So do you guys have like associations or like trade shows or anything that you can go to learn, or CE credits? Or CE credits here is continuing education. So do you go to like seminars or anything there?
There's only like for fixed. And now because this 3D thing is so, growing, there's a lot of seminars for those. So
yeah.
I don't like that. So I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
But we have this like once a year. It's like in Helsinki. Now it's only basically for the dentists.
Yeah.
To get together and all the seminars there and selling. And where do you guys go all the time?
Where do we go?
Oh, we've got Chicago. We've got, LMT Day.
Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah. We don't have anything for technicians anymore. I think they used to be at some point a bit for technicians also, but not anymore.
Why do you think that is? Are there less labs now than there were?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
No one cares about us. I don't know.
Well, you got to change that.
I'm gonna make a big party.
That's the first time I've ever heard it. We've interviewed a lot of folks on the podcast from different countries and different areas of the world. And Elvis, have you heard that yet, where we've asked that question and they've been like, no, we don't have that here?
They usually have something.
Yeah.
Granted, it's usually geared towards the dentists, and lab have like a section within it.
Yeah.
No, it's like, it used to be like when you sit or listen to some seminar, even though if you didn't care. But after that, you got a free electric toothbrush or something, quite fancy. But now you have to be a dentist, and then you might get something. And it's like if you're a technician, it's like you can't get any, surprises or gifts anymore. It's only for the dentists.
Wow.
I don't know. And it's like I've been there one time, and then me and my coworker, we were like, there were these new articulators, and there was this guy, quite young guy there, and we were like looking at it and checking it, and we were like, it's not that good, and how can you do it, and how can you change this, and what material is this? And this guy was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why they had it there.
You need to contact Vita and get them to start a show.
The only thing I got out of it was free food and free booze because my boss paid for everything.
There you go.
So basically, not that bad.
That's not a terrible thing.
I've been trying to find, people from Instagram in Finland like some technicians and stuff. I have found some, so it's been nice, but it's like I don't really know what's going on in Finland, and I have no idea what's going on in Estonia.
Wow. Where is that? Kind of, I don't even know where Finland is. I know that might make me sound clueless, but where is it by that I would recognize?
Russia, next to Russia.
Geez, really?
Yeah. So it's been a bit,
crazy.
A bit scary. Yeah. It's so close, and it's like hasn't been that long since Estonia got free from Russian unity and stuff. So
wow,
it is kind of scary.
Do you have family over there in Estonia still?
Yeah, my family's in Estonia. Yeah. It's like no one knows how it's gonna, go or end or when will it end.
Sure.
At some point, I thought it's like you can, if you want, you can take in refugees.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about because I have 2 rooms here, so I could easily, live in one room. But you have to be able to accommodate them for half a year, or it's like that's a bit too much for me.
Yeah. That is a lot to take on.
It's a long time.
I know a bit of Russian, so it would be nice, so it would be easier to communicate. I don't know how good English they speak.
How many languages do you know?
Can I say I'm fluent in English?
I think so.
Oh, okay,
I would.
yeah. So
Sure.
fluent in 3.
You're saying words better than I do.
That's the beer talking.
Elvis doesn't say words well, so I wouldn't take that too far.
But fluent in 3, and I understand a bit German. And it's like with Russian, I remember not that much from school. We studied Russian in school. It's like I don't really understand, but I can read their alphabet.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
Kirillitsa. I know it's up words. What is it? Letters. Yeah, I know how to read those letters and stuff, and I know some basic things, which came in handy in my last lab because we got this one denturist there. So quite many patients came straight to us.
Denturism is legal in Finland?
It's legal for full upper, lower, not partials.
Oh, really?
Only,
Interesting.
only full.
Yeah.
And why is that, do you think?
Because, if you have a partial, you need to check the condition of the remaining teeth and stuff like that. And the denture. How do you say denture?
X-rays? Get in there and check out what's going on underneath the bone. And
exactly. It's like you have to be a technician for 5 years, and then you go have a course of, was it like half a year, and then you can start, taking patients in.
Wow. That surprises me that you need that much schooling to do that, and as well as own a lab, but yet there's no courses or any sort of trade shows or anything that goes on. That connection doesn't make sense to me, or that misconnection.
Well, welcome to Finland.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That's how we do things.
Your life doesn't make sense at all.
It's like I hope I'm using the right words and I'm explaining as I, see it, and I think I don't know if I'm explaining it right in English. So if you have at some point some other one from Finland talking to you, then maybe they can, give some more better information. But it is a bit weird.
Gotcha. So how did you find our podcast in Finland?
Instagram. Obviously.
Really?
Obviously.
Cool.
I can't remember. I think I found Mackenzie in Instagram at some point, and I started following her.
That's how most people start.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Justin, obviously, and stuff like that. And then I think Justin was telling me that I should, Elvis is a cool guy. And
Elvis is a cool guy. Barb's a bitch,
Not a word about Barbara.
Of course not, because he's the king.
Oh, geez.
It's always the men, don't you know? The men are always the bomb.
Mackenzie, do I remember it correctly? Mackenzie told me to tell you, Elvis.
Yeah.
Something about a fart in a jar. For you, I think so. Was it? I think you should know what.
Wow. All right. Well.
So you got the fart.
I got the fart in the jar. Yeah. It is about the humor that we go with in that group. So
I don't know. Should I be proud? But I have a comment deleted by Justin under some picture because it was too much.
That Justin censored you?
Yeah.
That should be a proud moment.
It was something about jobs or something, but it was like, I think he mentioned some doctor by name in there, and I just tried to, I gave credit to the doctor that it was a nice job, but it's like, Justin, you're gonna just get a job. But that was too much.
Oh, now you're talking my language. Just delete.
Yeah.
Elvis will delete it. He'll go from, all right, farts to job. So we went from Elvis to Barb, which was actually quite appropriate because, just saying, you can edit that out.
We're losing
Elvis.
this podcast real quick.
All right. So I've got a question. Take it out from dental for a minute. So what's up with the archery? You look like you're a badass.
That is super cool.
Oh, I am. It's like you don't see any videos me, actually shooting where I need to shoot. It's like I'm not really good.
The form and the function, right?
Yeah. It's like we have this. I'll translate it. We have archery and Spanish. No, archery and sword fighting.
Sword? Like fencing?
It's like it's HEMA. It's like historical European martial arts.
Oh, whoa.
Have you heard of
There
it?
might not be an English word for that.
I just told you.
Sword fighting.
I guess it is fencing.
Fencing, yeah.
I guess it's fencing, yeah.
Yeah, you wear the helmets with the little mesh on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and it's like we have these swords are like for two hands.
Mm-hmm.
So they're quite long and stuff like that. So it's like really like historical martial arts, basically.
Is this like a club you're a part of or a group? Or do you just go out and shoot arrows?
I think it's a club.
Okay.
Society. No, it is not a society. I just Googled it. It's a club. We have fencers and then we have archery people, and I do both. And I'm head of it.
Oh, there
a bit
you go.
Also because I'm managing the finances and stuff like that.
Well, I'm pretty impressed. I those photos on your Instagram page and all of that, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you.
You are a badass in both work and life. Just saying.
It's hard not to look cool shooting a bow and arrow. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could probably make it look stupid, but still.
We're gonna try next year when I'm gonna.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been. Is it maybe 3 or 4 years? I've been shooting arrows, and I have a competition now this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
It's in a forest, and we have like 3D animals there, and it's so much different outside. So I'm gonna suck, obviously.
Or you won't, and you'll win.
Well, now I can't because Barb told me to not suck.
Yeah, so you can't because, I'm super, super, super competitive. So, you just go out there and kick some butt.
Yeah. But it's nice. It's like there's a cottage rented. We're going to go there on Friday evening and hopefully not having a bad hangover the next day. And then we're going to compete the whole day.
Oh, that's fun.
And then there's sauna and stuff like that in the evening. So it's kind of nice.
Well, let's get back to dental lab.
All right, if we must.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned that you wanted to get into owning your own lab.
I do.
What steps do you need to take? How are you doing it? And should we talk about this because of your current owner, your boss?
He doesn't speak. He doesn't know. He doesn't know English, so it doesn't.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I hope so. We'll see. Well, now I have to get in the technician polytechnic college.
The
higher school.
Yep.
So it's gonna be in 2 months maybe. Then I have these tests and blah 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 blah.
Oh, you have to test to get into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it used to be, when the school was still in Helsinki, it was called because it's like technician school and dentistry. They were in the same building.
Mm-hmm.
So dentists and technicians, students could, change works, do some works together, and learn from one another. But now they're like 2 different schools, 2 different cities. So that's not really cool. And then it used to be, you had to do stuff with your hands in the tests, and now it's like technicians, and then there's like nurses and stuff like that. They have the same test.
Oh, so it's a very generalized test.
Yeah.
It's not specific to dental technology.
Yeah, it's like logic and mathematics and
that sounds
psychology.
boring.
That's a bit alarming. I don't know. I'm gonna get through the. Are you sane? Yes, I am.
Is there a way to study for it, or is it just show up and do it?
But usually when people try that, they go straight out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been like 14 years since I've graduated high school,
Sure.
and I can't remember anything. So I need to study a bit for those maths and stuff. Like it's easy, but still, you can't have a calculator. So
yeah, it's basically just weeding people out.
Yeah. So I know it's gonna be like the last night. I'm just gonna stay up all night and try to learn some math.
There you go.
Usually goes like that.
What could go wrong?
So yeah, when I get in, not if, well, when I get in, then school starts in, was it August or September?
Yeah, so fall start, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. I know what I'm gonna do. About 2 months. Yeah. It might be September, might be not.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first year, I think I probably can just, stay at work, and because I have this apprenticeship papers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to go there. But then it's like 3.5 years, and I graduate. Then I have the necessary papers to get my own lab.
Yeah.
It's like I can start a lab, but then I need a technician there.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone.
Yeah. I see.
And I don't want anyone.
So it's not necessarily the owner has to have the papers, just somebody at the lab.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because I want to, keep it small. And I know I'm going to myself in the ass, obviously, doing everything on my own. But I don't want maybe like 3 people tops.
I disagree. I think doing everything on your own, you're probably going to be extremely successful. I think probably that first 6 months, trying to set everything up, get everything organized, get the clients in and all of that. But from the history and what it sounds to me like, you're going to be super successful. So yeah, money will probably be tight at first, but I think you're going to do very well.
Because I have the weekends also.
Yeah. I was here Sunday, so I get that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like last week I sent emails with it's like the head dentist of this town. They have this kind of people here.
Yeah.
Head doctor of dentistry, then, or I don't know how it's said. And he told me that they're like really pleased how I make these dentures look so natural, and and keep up the cool work and stuff like that.
Nice.
So, and it's like I really want to, I can do the wax work really nice and end up with we have only one shade of acrylics you have to use, and that it's like I've seen so much in Instagram and stuff like that, and it's like I have in my head I have this vision where I want to take this whole.
Yeah, there's some really amazing people on Instagram who are doing awesome. We just talked to somebody on Friday about that, doing all of the little veins and the acrylic on top of it, and just adding all that artistry into them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's like if you're not smiling like a horse, no one's gonna see it. They're only gonna see the thing. So it's like I've been thinking that what's the point,
Yeah.
No one's gonna see it. Oh, there's so much texture there and stuff like that. No one wants attention that shows gums.
It's more, I think, for us.
Yeah, exactly.
How we feel about it and how we get into it and how we just, get off on the artistry of it rather than anything else, unfortunately.
It's been like, it was maybe a few weeks ago. It's like I made this full upper. And I almost started crying when I was polishing, and I was like, "It's so pretty, but there's no difference. How does it look?" I'm a bit emotional because I can't say I'm fighting depression and anxiety. It's like most days I'm thinking like, "What the is going on?" Now I've gotten some medications and stuff like that, so I'm not crying every day. And it's like I'm so passionate about this.
Yeah.
The things I do, so it's like I can see what my boss makes. You can cut this out, and it's like plain and dull and doesn't have any texture or anything. It's like plain. It's totally plain. Denture he makes, and it's like not done well, and it's still someone puts them in their mouth, and then that's it. They're fine with it.
Yeah, well, the patient doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
But it's about us too and our love for it and just, being artistic and enjoying what we do and kind of getting off on the whole thing. It's great.
It's like, that's why I want my own little thing. So
Yeah, I could see that. You can do it your way, make your
mm,
decisions, hire your people, deal with your clients, and, happy life, right?
yeah.
Happy, stressful life, but
Hey, yeah.
still, you know?
Would a
Just
technician have it any other way?
No,
no.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We like to be stressed, but on our own terms is much better.
That is true.
Yep.
It's like there are some people that it's like they work for 10 years doing the same things. For
Yeah.
example, night guards, day in, day out. It's like they don't. It's like they don't give. They have no interest in it.
Some people are like that, and there's
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just
No.
it's odd to the people that want to always,
Yeah.
improve and get better. Everyone's got their own reasons.
Yep. Exactly.
I felt that because I'm trying to learn more and do more. It's like, obviously I'm gonna get used. It's like
Yeah.
that's just someone cheap doing good work.
Hmm.
Because I've made like cast frames for maybe 2 years, and I've got dentists ordering them because they
Yeah.
want it from
I
me.
bet. Mm-hmm.
That's a lost art.
And it's like, I know men who have basically also started. They have these right papers in their hands, and they are men because we have a pay cap, obviously. So if you have a wiener or a big cuckoo, then you're gonna get more money. But if it's like when I started, I was like in my 20s. I was a girl back then. Obviously, no one wants to. And now I'm over 30, and I still have to fight for getting equal pay because I know guys who have done the same job I'm doing right now get like 1.5 times more than I'm making now.
Good luck, I say.
Make a difference.
I will.
I have no doubt, Sandra. I have no doubt that Finland's dental laboratory industry will be the next biggest thing.
It will be. I've talked with you, Elvis, about this. I talked about this program that would make, everything easier between the dentist and the lab.
Uh-huh.
But now I figured out a website calendar thing that would be much easier. Not much money goes there, and I can use it only. I can, only certain dentists can have access to it and stuff like that. I have all figured out.
Well, when it's up and running, let's have you back on. Let's talk about it.
I don't know if I want to talk to you then anymore.
Okay. You'll be too big for us?
I'm too cool, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I don't disagree.
We understand. Just don't forget us little people.
No. Well, I almost started crying when you asked me to, would I want to come talk? And I was like, why? Little me, why?
Because everybody's got a story.
I'm a nobody.
Not true.
And it's like in the smaller labs, when someone leaves, goes to work somewhere else, then they're the shittiest person alive automatically.
That they're the shittiest person alive?
Yeah.
What, you mean when you go to another lab?
Yeah, you're leaving us.
No, I don't think so.
It depends on the reason, I guess.
And the way you leave.
Yeah, we're a small industry, We shift around a lot, and I understand it, and everyone's looking for a better life all the time, and
yeah,
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But have I felt hurt when people left the lab I was at? Sure.
Here it's like they're disappointed in you. How can you do this to us?
Oh.
It's like when I tried to leave the first lab, I gave my 1 month notice was there, and I gave it in then. And he just ripped it apart and said, "You're not going anywhere."
Oh.
Then I had to call a lawyer and ask how I'm gonna have to do it so I can get out of it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so it was, and it's like they're so disappointed in you. How can you leave us? And it's like, I'm disappointed in your face.
Well, I mean, it comes down to if they wanted you to stay, they should have made you an environment that you wanted to stay.
Yeah.
It be money or just ability to expand, or
it's like it's like too late. It's like my now boss, he's also like really surprised if someone leaves. Like, I could not have seen this coming, and it's like 2 weeks earlier they've been screaming at each other.
Well, good luck to you. I hope that you get your papers and go through your school and open your own lab. I can totally see it happening.
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We appreciate you. representing Finland.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
The farthest distance anyone's ever purchased a Voices from the Bench shirt. We appreciate it.
Aww.
Thank you.
I made your day.
You did. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sandra.
Thank you also.
We'll talk to you soon.
You.
Bye.
Did you know that most in-lab MCX5 users that have ordered BURS from Grow3X once keep on ordering Grow3X BURS over and over again?
No way. You know what? I didn't know that. Why do you think that is, Elvis?
Well, I think it's because Grow3X BURS are engineered by some of the same folks who have been providing BURS to some of the largest U.S. production labs for years.
Did you also know that most Roland and DGShape users have no idea what they are missing out on?
Well, I think I can guess what they're missing out on.
You are right. Most Roland and DGShape users have absolutely no idea how good and great Grow3X BURS are because they think that the Grow3X BURS are only for the in-lab systems.
Well, they are wrong.
To give Roland and DGShape users the opportunity to find out for themselves how great the BURS are for their machines, Grow3X is now offering a buy 3, get 2 BURS free special. This is exclusively for Voices from the Bench listeners, you guys, so please go support them.
So all you simply have to do is go to the Grow3X website. That's grow3x.com, click on BURS, then select Roland and DGShape. Add 5 BURS of your choice to your cart, click on checkout. Enter the discount code B3G2. That is B as in boy, the number 3, G as in girl, the number 2, BURS, and check out.
That's awesome. You know what? We actually have a code, Elvis. Boom! That was easy, guys. Go for it. Free BURS, use them, and use them well.
And we appreciate your support of the podcast, Grow3X.
Thank you. A super big thanks to Sandra for coming on the podcast. Just curious, Elvis, how many times did you have to bleep her?
You know what?
You should.
I have the count. I'm actually thinking about making it into a contest.
Oh, Lord.
It's that many.
All right. Thank you, Sandra, for coming on the podcast, getting bleeped, and talking about all the bad things that you are doing in Finland. I tell you, it's amazing that through Instagram we can learn so much more about our fellow dental friends from around the world. Sandra mentioned that she was doing an archery competition the weekend after the recording. We are happy to announce that she came in second in the female division. Good job, Sandra. If you want to laugh and see some amazing removable work, head over to Sandra's guest page at voicesfromthebench.com and follow her on Instagram. Good luck on going back to school and opening your own lab. I really mean that. When you are the biggest lab in Finland, we would love to have you back and talk about it.
Awesome. It's amazing stuff. I'll bleep that.
Yep. Yes, it is. Bleep that too.
All right, everybody. That's all we got for you, and we will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
Are you having to deal with that emotionally or what?